What are today's top talent leaders doing to be different? That's the question we set out to answer at the Recruiting Innovation Summit. For 2 days, we podcasted live at the Chatterworks booth to ask the question, what are you doing different? This is the Talent Shift.
This is William Tincup and Ryan Larry. Ryan, how you doing?
I am wonderful.
All right, we got Nir on today. Nir, how you doing?
Yeah, hi. Great. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. So introduce yourself for the audience. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now.
Yeah, of course. So I'm a co-founder of Canditech. We are an all-in-one platform that helps companies to screen, evaluate, and connect with the candidates using everything from chatbots to video interviews and advanced assessment and realistic job simulations, which consider to be the best predictor for job suitability.
Right.
So from the sound of your voice, we're going to say you're not from America.
No,
So tell us all,
not.
where are you from? And we know you had a long travel day.
Yeah, we are from Israel, based in Tel Aviv.
Mm-hmm.
We had a 20 hours travel.
20-minute flight.
20-minute flight, yeah.
Y'all flew to
High
London.
today flights, everything. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all flew to London and then came
Yeah.
over? Yeah.
Had a stop in London.
Wow.
20
You know,
hours.
there's a great scene. There's a great HR tech scene, a work tech scene in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, there's actually
Mhm.
a huge high-tech scene in
Right.
Israel. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like the nation startup
Right.
nation. And yeah, it's really big.
And we follow the fundings, of all work tech.
Mhm.
And there's week after week,
Yeah.
you could just see that they're, and not just in work tech, but they're investing, the country, you can tell, is making investments.
Yeah.
And investments are being made in not just Israel, but companies that are based in Israel, but really they're global companies.
Right.
Sure.
And no one cares where the software is made anymore. That we're
Right.
way past that stage.
Money.com, Mobileye, right?
Yeah.
There's
Right.
Wix, huge
Right.
companies, Fiverr.com,
Right.
right. So, and many, many more.
Oh my God. You can't list them. There's so many.
Yeah.
So what have you got now at the conference? Have you spent any time going to the sessions?
Unfortunately, not too much because we have so many meetings here, and it's
Yeah.
really, really interesting and a good opportunity for us to meet with everyone here.
Right. And I told you your giveaways were awesome.
Thank you very much.
What are the giveaways? I didn't see.
A phone carrier.
Oh, yeah, I
So
got
the phone
those.
carrier
Yeah. Oh, and the
and
fan.
The fan of
Is that what
skills.
that is, a phone carrier? I didn't open them yet.
Oh yeah. It's
But
a
I
phone carrier.
took. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta have. It wouldn't work with mine, but if you have a cover, most people have covers on their phones.
I have a cover.
You put it in through the cover. So you take the cover off,
Uh-huh.
and then you put the little thing in there,
Okay.
and then it just
Oh,
hangs off of you.
nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's
All right.
genius.
I was wondering
you,
what it
thank
was. I'm like, oh, some type of safety rope or something.
It's actually
No, so I think that the bonus of this giveaway is that you have to come to the booth in order for us to explain what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
Hey, I stole this from your desk.
Yeah.
What is it?
Everything is
looked
mind tricks.
important.
Yeah.
So, the conversations that you've had with practitioners, what questions are they asking you?
Right. So I think that the two most prominent questions were about AI and what do we think about the world of AI, and about skill-based hiring, which is like what we're doing. So
Right.
yeah,
So, and that's all the rage in the last 2 or 3 years, skills-based everything,
yeah, I
Right.
believe so.
which is smart because ultimately you judge not necessarily on your degrees and some of these kind of historic things. Is like, what skills do you have?
This is actually the reason we established the company. In my previous position, I was CEO of a small startup, only 4 employees, and we grew rapidly to more than 40 within the first year and more than 60 within the second year.
My
And
gosh.
as a young
Wow.
CEO, 28 back then,
Mhm.
I knew it's going to be a challenging job. I never imagined that the challenge would come from HR and hiring. Like I never thought about it.
Right.
And it was the biggest challenge I could ever imagine. And it's the most important thing. Who are the people that you bring to your company that
You're
will
the-
make your company great?
Right.
You are the sum of your talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was amazed to discover like, oh, we got 100 resumes for this position. Who are these 5 that would like to interview next week? Like, I don't know.
Couldn't figure it out.
Do they have to have a degree in something? No,
Right.
I just want good people. Okay, do you want someone who have X years of experience? No, I just want good people.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe that this is how we work.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
This is it. Yeah.
Because historically, all that stuff that people carried around, the greatest colleges and MBAs and all of this, it's all bias. It's all those things are just biases.
It's not only bias, it's also very statistic. So
Yeah.
if someone
Yeah.
came from X college, are they necessarily better than someone who came from another college?
at all.
No, the answer is not necessarily.
Yep.
And when using Résumé, you're putting necessarily on every
Yeah.
assumption.
How do we
This is-
break that trend, though? I mean, I feel like it's starting.
I think skills is actually one of the things that
Yeah.
does break that.
So I can tell you about a situation that we had
Yeah.
in a company that wanted to hire 2 developers, for instance. So we told them, look, there are so many good developers, and if you're going to filter only based on Résumé, you're going to miss out on amazing talent. We created a job simulation. They sent it to 1,500 candidates. Within a week, 85% completed the assessment. They invited the top 10 and hired 2 in 2 weeks. So first of all, this is unheard of in terms of efficiency.
Right.
But more importantly, they interviewed and hired people that in a traditional process, they would
Never
have
would've-
never
They
would
wouldn't
have
give
passed
them
the
a look.
resume screening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, they're screening the resume and they were never back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I love simulations because it's a
Yeah.
great opt-in, opt-out.
Yeah.
The person does it and they see the job and they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this. And they opt out.
Yeah.
And which is great because you're not going to go waste a whole lot of time trying to recruit that person and convince them to do something that it's just they're not
It
into.
reduces turnover by the fact that you're setting the expectation with the candidates. It's also happened with one of our clients who were hiring for consultant, and all the candidates imagine that they're going to lecture CEO all day. But eventually the job is sitting in the office and doing Excel analysis. And maybe one day you will be big enough to lecture CEOs, right? So the simulation that we made was for evaluating the skills, but also setting the expectation. And we reduced turnover dramatically in this case.
That's right. I think, again, it helps everybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely it does. So my question to you is, what do you say to the companies that are out there and expecting resumes or requiring resumes in this process? And we can stick to tech if you want, but what do you say to those companies? How do they break out of us?
Yeah. So just a small comment. We are helping companies in all different industries. It's tech, non-tech, large enterprise, blue collar, everything. And I would say that I think that most people know that Résumé is not the best product. There is just no other way. Like, what would you like me to do differently? So I believe that we are the product, and this is why we established this company. I was in their seat. I was in the same place. And I would say, I hate Résumé. I know that it doesn't work well enough. I know that I'm
profile.
missing. Yeah. I know that I'm missing on great talent. I know that it takes me so much time to hire because of Résumé, but I'm using resumes. So this is the reason we established Canditech. And to these companies, I will say, come talk to us. We'll be happy to learn about your needs.
So what's your current take on agentic AI? Where are you at? I mean, I know it's 6 months from now you'll have a different take, so we'll talk then. But
I think it's such a crazy time, right? Every week we have new announcements on the new AI capabilities.
I know.
And it's always followed up by some bold statements and theories on the future of work. There will be no engineers. There will be no HR. So, first of all, I think that this is a very interesting time, and it's time to be curious. It's time to dive into it and also reconsider traditional assumptions. I personally a really strong believer of human in the loop systems. And I think that it's not true only for HR, it's in other domains as well. For instance, if you go to the hospital and treat it solely by AI doctor, you would not want it. You want a human in the loop in these cases. And I think that it's true for HR. So I personally use HR not as a replacement, but as an efficiency booster. I use it every time, anywhere. And for me, I was able to boost my productivity by at least 5 times. So this is my view on it. And I believe, I don't know what the future holds. But I mainly believe that all the bold statements are made by tech people who forget that there is always also human involved. So even if agentic AI will be able to replace us, I'm not sure that human would like these interactions.
Right.
So it's two sides to this.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, okay, real quick. You traveled 20 hours plus to be here.
Dedication.
What do you hope to learn, or your expectations, or as you reflect, because you're going to have plenty of time to reflect.
Yeah.
I've made the Tel Aviv trip several times, and yeah, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
So what do you hope to have learned?
For me, being able to speak in person, because we have many clients in the US already, and UK and Europe and anywhere in the world, but being able to speak face to face and just having lunch together and hearing other people in the industry talk about their pains and their challenges and what they love and what works for them and what is still not solved.
Right.
Wow, this is gold for me. I love it so much. It opens my eyes and it humbles you. How much you can learn from so many people all the time.
Well, my grandfather gave me this bit. I think we're in a pool hall, and he said, my first name's Jeffrey. He said, Jeffrey, you can learn from every interaction. Every interaction, you can learn something if you're aware.
Right.
So you've actually got to tune yourself to being aware, and then be able to ask questions, answer questions, listen, do all that stuff. But every interaction, you can learn something. You got to choose to be aware, and that's a choice.
I 100% agree. This is, by the way, how we established Canditech. So originally, we are not from the world of HR.
Right.
So we had some ideas of how we can solve the problem that we experienced ourselves. But we said, wait, why is there no other solution? Like, I think that HR is one of the most crowded scenes in the tech, because everyone is either a hiring manager or a candidate. Everyone feels the pain. So everyone have ideas. So why is it not solved with so many great minds in the world and so many ideas? So this is what we did. We went and interviewed thousands of HR and psychologists and hiring managers and candidates for more than 2 years before deciding on the solution.
Genius.
Wow.
Genius.
Okay.
Daniel Chait and John Strauss at Greenhouse.
Yeah.
So they're a 10-year-old company, but they did something similar. They came from outside of recruiting, and in their last business, they basically said, what was the biggest challenge?
Yeah.
And for them, it was recruiting. And so then they did this similar type of thing where they're like, okay, how can we build a better widget or a better mousetrap? And so they're in the ATS space. And so they looked at all the ATSs. And when they first launched, they were really heavy into making their API super clean, super easy to integrate with. And it was a differentiator back then. That was 10 years ago, so dated. But that was their bit. They came from out. They basically said, hey, we're an open system. Plug in whatever you're using. Not a problem. We'll keep Chapter in America, for compliance sake. We'll keep it all gathered in the same place that you need to. And for years, people were like, they made it hard. Like you wouldn't have known this history, but they would actually make it hard to integrate. Like with closed system, like you can't integrate with our system. It's like they bought this other software that does something that you don't do. Why would you ever make it hard?
100% agree.